Well, wouldn't you know it? Looky here, we have some more baby mobs. As you can see, the bee, the fox, the goat, the camel, the armadillo, the polar bear, and the llamas all have new baby models and textures, which is always lovely to see. Whoa, hello. As you can see, they're very adorable, very cute, as always. But what if I told you this was all just a distraction from what the real update here is? Hello, everybody, it's me. I know, I'm that guy. About to put on my conspiracy theory cap just a little bit here, so bear with me, okay? Minecraft 26.1 Snapshot 6 is out right now, and as you can tell, there are just more baby mobs like there always have been. There's baby mobs over there, there's baby mobs in the pond, there's baby mobs over here. But, we were kind of expecting this. There's also mob variants, like you got the Arctic Fox, you've got all the llamas. I believe there's even trading llamas. As you can see, they also have the baby trader llama, so, like, yes, they added all of them. They also removed the camel husk baby mob, so that's interesting in and of itself, I guess. But they also did a lot of back-end changes, and they've been doing this over all of the drops lately. And a lot of that, I believe, has to do with modernizing the game code. For those of you who don't know, Minecraft is a very, very old game. Like, this isn't like, oh, it came out a couple years ago old. It's old enough to drive, and it's getting older. That means a lot of features, especially features that were introduced way back in the beginning of this game, are starting to become really slow, unoptimized, and we've learned how to make games better. That just means that they have to occasionally go back and redo some things, update it to new architectures, and update syntaxes so that it works with new development methods, so that everybody can work on the game as easily as possible. This is all done under the guise of like, oh yeah, it's easier to mod the game now, but what if I also told you it's easier to update the game because of that? You might be saying to yourself, of course, that's obvious. Yes, of course, Mojang is going to be able to update the game easier because they're making it more moddable. They'll just use the same tools as us. So then what if I asked you, like, why are we complaining about the size of these snapshots and game drops in general? We're still waiting on vibrant visuals to come in, but here's a little news check for you. The shaders have been pretty well almost completed, from my understanding. They're just talking with a lot of people who develop shaders and develop mods so that they can make sure it doesn't break as many things as possible. They also updated some things to do with the end. In fact, they also updated things to do with the Nether and the overworld, because they changed all of the file structures for dimensions. They updated block tags. They changed a whole bunch of small things here and there to do with data, and of course, as always, they still have to provide something so that we don't freak out as a player base and say, oh no, Mojang is abandoning the game. So they've been doing these little game drops here where they've been introducing baby mobs, which is just enough to make people happy and say, man, I'm glad we're getting something, but they're not getting angry. Well, they're still getting angry because it's not as much as they're used to. Minecraft players are super spoiled. Did you guys know we've been getting free updates all this time? Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Especially if you bought the game back before it was $30. For 2 editions of the game, by the way. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going to get mad at you for being mad at Mojang. What I will tell you, though, is Mojang is likely cooking up something here. If you're mad that there's not been an end update, if you're mad that there's not been big changes to do with more biomes and blocks, and that there's been nothing new added to the game, it's because every time they update the game, they break the game. So if they modernize everything over the course of all these game drops, that means they can start doing larger updates and add more things faster than what they did before, because they don't have to fix everything every time they change it. My guess is eventually they will tackle the world gen issues that we've had over the course of time, because right now, anytime they touch world gen, it breaks. That's just the truth of the matter because of the way Minecraft world generation is. If they could change it up a little bit so that it works a little differently, I'm sure that we could have so many changes to world gen all the time. The truth of the matter is Minecraft is just a really old game. And this is one of those parts of game development that nobody likes to talk about, but old games need some love and care occasionally. If you look at one of my favorite games of all time, Star Wars The Old Republic, it is currently getting that exact same treatment. I believe it's 15 years old now. and it is getting updated to DirectX, like the newest version. It's getting a whole bunch of backend changes to make it more modernized, because the truth of the matter is the game was designed 15 years ago. It needs some love and care. That's just how games are. Same thing with Minecraft. It's no different. So while this may look like a lackluster update, or game drop rather, just be aware this isn't really all they're doing. Mojang isn't being lazy. What they're doing is they're putting their artists to work. They're putting their developers to work behind the scenes to make changes so that they can do bigger drops later on. This also means they're also doing things for the next game drop already, because they're going to have to show it off during Minecraft Live, which will be coming up in a couple of weeks from now. We don't know exactly when, but probably sometime in March. I'll have more news about that when we get it. So what do you think? Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I'd like to hear it all in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. It tells YouTube that you like it. It tells me that you also like it. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.